What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video with music tips and reviews with JG. Glad to be back. Took a little break, hiatus. Sometimes you gotta take a hiatus sometimes to really, deal with things in life. Busy with other things as far as music and stuff like that. Bear with me. had a little surgery. But I'm back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Cash App $JGillsVA. Also super chat if you want to support my channel. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Had to get my wisdom tooth removed, so y'all know how that is, a little surgery, and so kind of recovering now, so sound a little better than I was. So I couldn't really do videos like that, and so y'all know, people that got their wisdom tooth removed, y'all know that's crazy. How that feel after you get it taken out. And so appreciate y'all for tuning in to Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Steadily growing. I appreciate y'all support. Still watching my videos, those who watch my old videos, appreciate y'all support. And so further back, way back, I did a video on kind of like the death of hip-hop superstars, hip-hop artists that had passed away, last year and the year before last. A lot of things going on. And the reason I do videos like that, because I feel a lot of fans, they kind of in a way idolize or worship, artists. No matter what type of person, that artist is, they just so in love with their music and who they are. They really idolize, and that kind of take away from a person's own identity and own positivity in a way, because they're so caught up in this person's persona that they become like in a way, clone of a certain music idol. And I really thought I'd talk about the dangers of worshiping music superstars. For example, I always been a big fan of Kanye West, but I don't agree with a lot of some stuff he do. Sometimes he does have great solid points, but sometimes he be all over the place, and I disagree with some things that he does. So I try not to get into the space where I idolize or worship these superstars, because they're human just like us. They make mistakes just like us, but if I idolize or worship them, I believe and do everything that they they say. And I think there's a lot of people out there that does that. They follow, they almost stalk these superstars. Like in their concert they spend all their money on these artists just to follow them. A few years ago, I heard they had like a church, if I'm not mistaken, a sanctuary worshiping Beyonce. It's true. I think it's true. They had like a little sanctuary or something like that worshiping Beyonce. And the thing with Beyonce, I love Beyonce, but some things she does too, I don't agree with. The symbols and symbolic things that she does in her shows, I disagree with. I'm a religious person as well, and so a lot of things these secular artists does, I don't agree with. Even gospel artists, gospel music superstars, some things I do that they associate themselves with, I don't agree with. But everybody had their flaws. When you get in this music industry, especially if you want to get into the industry, some things you're gonna have to do, and some things you gotta be aware of. You gotta use wisdom. You don't want to associate yourself for anything in this industry. Um, Sometimes you got to do things in order for things to happen. That's true, but you have to have wisdom. You have to have self-respect. Respect for yourself. Not just to fall for anything. But mainly, I want to focus on the fans. In this video, because a lot of fans, they follow or they take up for anything these artists does, and it could be totally wrong. Especially like Beehive. I know I'm gonna get crucified for this comment, but it's a lot of Beehive people that they follow or take up for Beyonce for any and everything that she does. And sometimes it may be wrong, but a lot of things that these artists perform or sing, music reflects the society. The music reflects life. Music reflects the reality of that current time. I remember my wife asked me why, back then, they had blues. It was so sad and stuff like that. But I told her, you gotta realize, music back then reflect those times. Prohibition, segregation. Of course, so all the songs back then, a lot of the songs did sound sad, like blues, because a lot of them was on drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, and it reflected, those times. So, just think about those things. But fans, don't worship these music superstars. You can be inspired by these superstars, but don't worship superstars, because they're not flawless. These superstars are not flawless. They do things that's contrary to positivity. Sometimes they do things that's not positive a lot of times. I know I see in a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of articles talking about Beyonce. She might be on drugs because of Jay-Z and all this, all this foolishness. But I don't know if it's true or not. Who's to say? Unless you're in that circle. But things can happen to these superstars. Look at the way Whitney Houston life was. People thought she wasn't on these drugs and stuff like that, but people found out she did do drugs and stuff, and it wasn't Bobby Brown's fault. She did do these drugs, and it's just a lot of things, and people worship Whitney Houston, and they didn't know what she was really going through. But yeah, it's just a warning to people. Just don't idolize these artists. Worship these artists. I'm inspired by music producers. I'm inspired by artists because I'm in the music industry. But that don't mean I idolize these people or do everything these people, these superstars, tell you to do, because that could happen. You be in the industry. They tell you to go to certain parties, certain secret parties and all this stuff. You don't have to go. You need to have self-awareness of things going on around you. And it may, these superstars may look like they have everything going on, but behind closed doors, they might not have everything going on. So you have to have respect for yourself, create your own lane. If you want to be in the industry, but you can be in the industry, but don't worship the people that's already, high up. People can worship music labels. They can be signed to a label, and they, because they gave them an advance or upfront money, that they have to worship these labels. if I'm making sense, people get signed to these labels. It's like they signing over their life, but it can't, it don't have to be that way. And that's why it's a good choice to stay independent, so you won't be, doing things that you don't want to do, And so I just want to encourage you, people out there, don't worship these music superstars, because they have flaws like we do. They're human like us. They sin like we do. And we ask, they ask for forgiveness like we do. And so I just wanted to say that, because I think this is a very important topic, because a lot of stuff that people are talking about these days about R. Kelly, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, all these people, don't idolize, don't worship these people, but you can be inspired by these people. It's no shots at these people, these superstars. It's just, talking to the fans, about not worshiping these people. So appreciate y'all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please comment if you have a comment about what I said about this topic. And appreciate y'all for watching. Please appreciate y'all for listening to Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Until next time, all right, peace.